Welcome to the Season 18 premiere of Rebel Report. I'm Johnny Graves.
And I'm Gabriel Goddard. We've missed you here at the desk, and we thank you for tuning in. We have a lot of coverage to go over with you today, so let's jump right into it. Speaking of starts, the Runnin' Rebels just had their second practice of the year. Let's send it over to Whitaker Lummis for the latest.
The Running Rebels had practice on Tuesday, and although the inner workings were closed to the media, this was the first chance to get to know a roster full of fresh faces. And it already sounds like the Rebs are getting in that groove.
As in terms of the standards and culturally and how we want to play and what we need to do, I think that's critical. We've spent a lot of time on that. I think we've done a good job to this point.
I'm really just excited to play with each other. You know, we've been working hard all summer with Coach every day in the gym, whether it's the weight room, on the court, just off the court, gelling as friends, teammates, brothers. So just looking forward to watching everything translate to the game from practice.
UNLV will go on the road to face Washington October 19th in what's only an exhibition game. If the Rebels win, it could set the tone for the rest of the year. Reporting for Rebel Report, I'm Whitaker Lummis.
I don't know about you, Johnny, but I think the Runnin' Rebels are starting to get back to those 90s glory days. You know, back under first-year head coach Josh Pastner, I think we can really make a run this March.
100%, Gabe. I think you said it perfectly. With Josh Pastner here, the dude has experience in the ACC, being a high-level coach, going against programs like Duke, North Carolina. All those programs, you need to be able to rally your guys together and put together a great group. He's done that so far in the transfer portal this year. If you look at the pickups he's had with Nas Cunningham, and then also being able to get Draven Gibbs-Longhorn, who was formerly a part of OTE with Amen Thompson, Asar Thompson, and those guys, I would like to see this UNLV basketball team get back to the glory they once had, beating, I'm from North Carolina, my Duke Blue Devils back in those 90s. Let's see if Josh Pastner is going to be able to recreate that for this squad. But kicking it on over to the UNLV Lady Rebels soccer team, they recently faced off against Fresno State this past Sunday. Kicking it on over to our reporter, Chris Williams, for more.
And our Lady Rebels soccer team picked up their first victory in the Mountain West Conference against the Fresno State Bulldogs this past Sunday, winning 1-0 in a shutout victory, bringing their record to 1-0 with a draw on the season. Let's check out the highlights. Fresno State would come out strong, putting pressure on UNLV goalkeeper Hannah Brewer, taking 19 shots for the game with 6 on goal. But Brewer was a wall for the entire match. After the sweet move to get herself open by senior Alexis Campbell, Brewer makes the diving save to keep the shutout going. The match's single goal was scored by senior Molly Ramirez on the assist from fellow senior Cadence Whitley in the 30th minute. Ramirez netted the eventual game-winning goal on the direct feed from Whitley that was set up by a Michelle Madrid cross to the left box. The victory leaves the Scarlet and Gray undefeated in Mountain West play with 4 points total on the season. The Lady Rebels' next matchup will be on the road against Wyoming. With UNLV Rebel Report, I'm Chris Williams.
Thank you so much for that, Chris.
Well, fall weather is approaching, which means some of the best golf is approaching. Last season, our women's team claimed the Mountain West and are looking to make another statement. Here's Ricky Lust with more details.
Our women's golf team heads to Denver, Colorado this week to compete in the Ron Moore Intercollegiate. The girls are coming off placing 4th as a team and tied for 1st in the individual category, with junior Ziyu Fong capturing a career day, shooting her lowest round at 6 under and winning her first collegiate tournament. Last season, the team climbed back in the Mountain West Conference Championship to force the first ever playoff, which they eventually won, celebrating by jumping into the pond in a trip to San Diego to compete in the NCAA National Championship. Hopefully, the girls can go back-to-back this year in the Mountain West and compete for another natty.
The ladies look like they could make another strong swing this season in the Mountain West. We'll make sure to keep you updated on all the results in Denver.
Well, looking like we're going to skate on over to the rink, the Skating Rebels have a highly anticipated matchup this week. Reporter Kyle Sparrow has all the info for us today.
Hey Rebels fans, it is game week as your UNLV Skating Rebels head on over to the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado to face the NCAA Division I Denver Pioneers in what is set to be a highly competitive and highly anticipated matchup for both of those teams. Now, Denver is looking to avenge their last season's 7-6 shootout loss that came against the Skating Rebels, so they're going to be on their A game. But the Skating Rebels, they're ready.
We're definitely ready. We know that they're going to be coming for blood, and we expect that, and we're prepared for that, and we're going to bring the same energy we did last year. So same game strategy as any other game. Just we know who we're up against, and we know what they're capable of and what they could do and what they've accomplished in the past. So just knowing how hard it's going to be and being prepared for that is pretty much what we're going to be able to do.
Now this is a rivalry matchup against a very talented Denver Pioneer team, but don't count the Skating Rebels out as they have a fire lit beneath them to shock the college hockey world once again. Reporting outside City National Arena for Rebel Sports Network, I'm Kyle Sparrow.
Thanks, Kyle. You can stream it not on Streamies, but on NCHC TV, and Puck's Drop is Saturday at 5 p.m. Well, I don't know about you, Gabe, but looking at all the sports that we have going into UNLV.
Every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
The promise of America is freedom, equality. We must act now to restore and protect these freedoms for us and for the future. We are the American Civil Liberties Union. For over 100 years, the ACLU has fought for everyone to have a voice and equal justice. Because we, the people, means all of us. To learn more, go to myaclu.org.
I love...
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
The promise of America is freedom, equality. We must act now to restore and protect these freedoms for us and for the future. We are the American Civil Liberties Union. For over 100 years, the ACLU has fought for everyone to have a voice and equal justice. Because we, the people, means all of us.
I love, obviously, what GYB has done and just, the exposure that they're helping these young girls with.
This past week, the Stars were out to celebrate the GYB's 10th year anniversary. Girls Youth Basketball, or GYB, Girls Youth Basketball, or GYB, is a program here in Las Vegas that gives young women the chance to grow both on and off the court. The program focuses on building fundamentals, teamwork, and confidence, all while creating a supportive environment for girls to learn and love the game. With dedicated coaches and a community-driven approach, GYB prepares its athletes for higher levels of competition and success.
Years. I mean, can you imagine the obstacles and the ups and downs? But the GYB, they just hung in there. They stuck it out. And it's great to be here at the 10-year anniversary to support them and to support these young girls and really support everything that the GYB has given to this community over the years. And we don't know it all. We won't know it all until maybe 5 or 6 years from now when we see the first graduates or the first basketball players getting their Division I scholarships or going to the WNBA. But it is great to be here supporting such a fantastic organization.
Well, it's just incredible. This is one of the only leagues dedicated just to girls development here in our valley, and so they put on a great production, and as a leader in our community, I feel like it's important for us to show these young girls that it doesn't have to stop here. You know, they can keep playing, they can aspire to continue playing basketball, you know, so that's kind of our hope today.
The Girls Youth Basketball League has helped young girls everywhere reach their full potential.
Now we take it on over to the Aviators. Beat reporter Matthew Canigliaro reporting from the Las Vegas ballpark, where the AAA baseball season came down to a swing.
Your Las Vegas Aviators took on the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp in the AAA National Championship game in an instant classic from the Las Vegas ballpark. In what was deemed a neutral site competition for the Aviators, they found themselves playing in front of a sellout, very pro-Las Vegas crowd. Still, it was a quiet start for Las Vegas as they would get collectively 2 hit by the Jumbo Shrimp late into the game, where Jacksonville would do most of its work in the third, scoring 4 runs off not 1, but 2 two-run homers. Trailing 6-2 heading into the 9th, the Aviators would actually overtake Jacksonville, capping off a 5-run swing with a 3-run shot to right center from first baseman Brian Lavastida, as the not-so-neutral Las Vegas crowd erupted into the night. But just as fast as their comeback took off, the Aviators and Las Vegas crowd fell silent just 2 batters later when Jumbo Shrimp right fielder Jacob Berry belted a 2-run homer into the center field pool area, walking the Aviators off in dramatic fashion, defeating Las Vegas 8-7 to take home the AAA National Championship. Reporting from the Las Vegas ballpark, I'm Matthew Canigliaro with UNLV Rebel Report.
Thank you so much, Matt. And don't forget to read Matt's coverage of the Aviators 2025 championship season on franchisesportsmedia.com. Thank you.
The Athletics have completed their first season in the post-Oakland era and have just begun their first steps towards Las Vegas. Reporter Evan Garrell can tell us a little more. Evan?
Now Sacramento and eventually becoming the Las Vegas Athletics are setting their sights on their future in the Sin City with a potential AL Rookie of the Year candidate to boot, no less. Though missing the postseason, first baseman Nick Kurtz is coming off of a money rookie season, the likes of which hasn't been seen from the team since the Moneyball era in 2009, which the Moneyball era was more.
It's preparing its young guns for the next season in Sacramento, but fans all across the country, even here in the Valley, can't help but wonder what's in store for the eventual arrival of the Athletics baseball team on the Strip and in Las Vegas. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Evan, for that. Let's take it over to Johnny.
The biggest news in the city so far, the Las Vegas Aces are making history in the WNBA. But I need more. Maya, can you give me the rundown, please?
The Las Vegas Aces are on their way to the WNBA Finals for the 3rd time in 4 years. And usually we are talking about Asia Wilson, but we have to talk about Agent Zero Jackie Young. Young became the player with the 2nd most three-pointers in franchise history and recorded a double-double with 32 points and 10 assists. She's not the only player to make history, as Asia Wilson put on a 35-point game, which moves her up to 3rd in total points made in playoff history. The Las Vegas Aces take on the Phoenix Mercury here at Michelob Ultra Arena at 5 p.m. tomorrow, October 3rd. This was Maya Perez for Rebel Report. But before I go, Alexa, what can the Aces expect from Mercury?
Well, Maya, this will be an intense matchup for both teams because at the end of the day, each team has something to either lose or something to prove. We can expect a high-stakes matchup where every possession counts. Ultimately, this will be a battle of the eras. For the Phoenix Mercury, it's about continuing their legacy. They'll rely on experience and the kind of discipline that comes from years of competing at high levels. For the Las Vegas Aces, it's about proving themselves as a team of the present. They'll be looking to dominate with energy, speed, and momentum. So, will it be the Phoenix Mercury, one of the league's historic powerhouses, or the Las Vegas Aces, the team of the present and maybe the future? We'll find out tomorrow.
Thanks, Maya and Alexa. We cannot wait to see our Aces continue to get buckets and take home that WNBA championship trophy again this year and continue their dynasty.
The Raiders dropped a heartbreaker at home, falling 25-24 to the Bears after a potential game-winning field goal was blocked in the final seconds. It overshadowed what was a breakout performance from rookie running back Ashton Jeanty. Genty dominated all afternoon, finding the end zone 3 times and rushing for over 138 yards. Fans believe the explosion was due to Genty going back to his Michael Myers stance, but multiple interceptions from Geno Smith derailed the Raiders. Smith has struggled to begin the season. He's thrown the most interceptions in the league with 7. Chicago's quarterback Caleb Williams put together a strong second half, finding Las Vegas native Rome Odunze for a touchdown, followed by a late touchdown from DeAndre Swift to take the lead. Still, the Raiders had a chance to win it, but a 41-yard field goal in the final seconds was blocked at the line, dropping the Raiders to 1-3 on the season. Next up, the Raiders are going on the road to face the 3-1 Indianapolis Colts, who are off to one of their best starts in recent years. Led by the resurgence of quarterback Daniel Jones, he has their offense clicking on all cylinders, only punting the ball a total of 4 times this season. The Raiders defense will be having their hands full, especially against running back Jonathan Taylor, who's the current rushing leader in the NFL. They'll need another big performance from Genty to match the Colts' explosive offense. The Colts defense ranks top 10 in stopping the run, so getting Genty going down again won't be easy, but after his breakout against Chicago, expect the rookie to stay heavily involved as the Raiders try to avoid a 1-4 start.
The Golden Knights held their annual October 1st Memorial Blood Drive to honor the victims lost in the tragedy from 2017. For Rebel Report's very own Whitaker Lummis went to check it out.
It's always windy here at City National Arena, but that won't stop the Las Vegas Golden Knights from holding their annual October 1st blood drive. People from the Las Vegas area showed up and showed out, with people who donated blood getting a free t-shirt for doing so. We got a chance to talk to some of the people who graciously came out here on this Las Vegas hot day to donate their blood for those in need.
You know, when this one hit my email, I've donated with Vitalent before. When this one hit my email, it was a pretty easy choice to make, given what it means.
I've always tried to come out the last few years. I think it's wonderful that they do this here at City National Arena. It's such an important day for us to remember.
Shout out to everybody who came out all across the city to support this great cause. Signing out from City National Arena, I'm Whitaker Lummis.
It absolutely warms my heart to see people coming together and trying to change a day that was so bad for so many into a great day for all Las Vegas citizens. But don't leave just yet. It won't take 6-7 minutes for us to come back from break. But Zoe Salas will be interviewing the UNLV Star of Nevada Marching Band. We'll see you guys soon.
You prepare and you compete. But being a teammate means much more than working together for the win, especially when it comes to player safety. This includes concussions. There's simply no denying that these are serious brain injuries that call for serious precaution. Every game and every practice, you need to be following one simple rule with concussions. When in doubt, sit it out. It's up to all of us, not just players, but coaches and parents. Let's keep our head in the game, and when in doubt, sit it out.
One more time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfies? Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Welcome back to Rebel Report. Joined here with us is a very special guest. We have Dr. David Corner, the head director of UNLV Star of Nevada Marching Band, senior horn player Kelly Johnson, and junior sousaphone player Dylan Rogers. Hey guys, how are you?
Hello. Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Well, I'm going to start with you, Dr. Corner. I know you've been involved with UNLV's marching band for a while now, but this is your first year as the head director. How's it been? How are you doing?
It's really, really great. It's a little bit more stressful. We have a bigger band this year. Right. We're almost to 200. And so it's just bigger band. bigger problems, I suppose. So it can be a little bit more stressful, but I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah, no, we know you guys are involved with all of the pregame, halftime, everything that goes with all of our UNLV football's games. Tell us about the creative process behind that. Like, what do you have to do to plan?
Sure. So we decide on what we're going to do for halftime in the spring. Students get some input into that as well, but ultimately the directors make the decision. Over the summer, we'll arrange the music, write the music that we'll perform on the field and in the stands. Yeah. And then once the school year begins, once we have an idea of how many students we're going to have in the marching band, then we'll write the movements that you'll see on the field.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And that's all from you. You're writing all that.
Yeah, there's a computer program that helps you, and it plots it out on a grid and allows you to.
How many hours does that take you?
That depends. Sometimes longer than it should.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, moving on, I have just another question for you.
Sure.
What do you think the band contributes to game day?
I think the atmosphere of game day starts with the marching band. Mm-hmm. We're such a big presence in the game, and so our main job is to just get those fans involved, get them loud, especially on third downs, to help our defense get off the field.
Right. Moving on to you, Kelly. I know it's your senior year, and you are the social media person for the marching band. How does all that coincide? How are you doing?
So with the social media, we didn't have one when I first started, so I figured, hey, why not make one, make funny content, do more recruiting through that. And so far, it's been great. I pitch ideas for TikToks, videos, all of them to him, he approves, and we film them, we get them out there, and so far we've been getting thousands of views on
I know,
every
I've seen
video.
it. It's been great content recently. Dylan, I know you are a student leader for the Sousaphones, the Horns. Tell me about that.
Well, it's my first year being a student leader. It's been a lot of work, a lot of getting used to it, a lot of getting to practice early, staying late. But I like doing it. It helps out the section, you know. I like trying to make a difference. I feel like I got a bigger role this year, and it's been a lot of fun.
Amazing. One more question for all of you guys. I know the band travels usually. Is there any traveling that you guys are doing this year that we can look forward to?
Yeah, so we'll be headed up to Boise for what will probably be one of the biggest games in school history.
Right.
And I know I'm really excited about it. I know the students are really excited about it. Maybe, Kelly, you want to talk about what we do when we travel?
I'm really excited. I love traveling. You know, we get to explore different parts of the country, at least the West Coast for now.
Yeah.
I know last year we went to the LA Bowl, which that was an amazing trip. Got to see all different parts of Los Angeles, Inglewood. I'm excited to check out all the different parts of Boise. And yeah, it's
perfect, and cheer on our Rebels. Well, there you go. Thank you so much, guys. That is all the time we have. But make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break.
You practice, you prepare, and you compete. But being a teammate means much more than working together for the win, especially when it comes to player safety. This includes concussions. There's simply no denying that these are serious brain injuries that call for serious precaution. Every game and every practice, you need to be following one simple rule with concussions. When in doubt, sit it out. It's up to all of us, not just players, but coaches and parents. Let's keep our head in the game, and when in doubt, sit it out.
One more time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin? Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfies? Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on man, let's split a ride home.
A huge thanks again to Zoe and the Star of Nevada UNLV Marching Band. But anyway, with Media Day commenced and training season began for the NBA, the beginning of the season is right around the corner, and headlines are looking out as we inch forward to the start of a new season. The New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. This is now the league's fourth straight year in Abu Dhabi as the league continues to use the preseason to expand into new markets with games in Australia, Puerto Rico, and China, as well as this year, the NBA will also use the preseason to explore untapped markets in the U.S. with games like cities in Fort Worth, San Diego, and right here in Las Vegas. The Lakers will hold their annual Vegas preseason game on October 15th at T-Mobile Arena against the Dallas Mavericks and their new #1 pick, Cooper Flagg. The Lakers have held games in Las Vegas since 1988, hosting games at the Thomas & Mack Center, MGM Grand Garden Arena, and now they've moved all the way up to the T-Mobile. The Lakers have a long history with Vegas, from Kareem taking the scoring title in 1984 to Kobe winning an All-Star Game MVP in 2007. The ties between the Lakers and Vegas run deep. Lastly, first overall pick Cooper Flagg is set to have his first taste of NBA action against the reigning champion OKC Thunder on Monday. Other than notable debuts, including Kevin Durant's first game as a Houston Rocket against the Atlanta Hawks on the 6th, and Dylan Harper's league debut against the Miami Heat on the 8th. As preseason starts up, fans will be getting a better idea of how their teams have developed over the summer as another year of chaos comes closer.
This week is a bye week for Formula One, but that doesn't mean the action stops. It is mathematically possible, albeit difficult, for Max Verstappen to make a comeback. Currently, Oscar Piastri is leading at 324 points, ahead of his teammate Lando Norris by 25 points, which is the only one race win. The upcoming race is in Singapore, which is one of, if not the most daunting course on the Formula One calendar. A race under the stars, high temperatures, and a course layout not made for the weak. Overtaking spots are a minimum, so whoever starts on pole position will have a high advantage. Qualifying will be important, and this race could swing the championship every which way. We'll have our F1 reporter breaking down the race next week, but you can catch the Formula One Singapore Grand Prix live this Sunday at 5 a.m. Pacific Time on ABC, ESPN, and F1 TV.
With only 4 regular season games left, the National Women's Soccer League is closing in on the playoffs. The race on the top 3 spots are claimed. Reporter Danny Carballo has more.
The NWSL is just a few weeks from playoff. Match day 22 consisted of lots of goals, and the clock is ticking to clinch a permanent spot in the next round. The Kansas City Current hosted the Chicago Stars and put 4 past keeper Alyssa Nair. Brazilian duo Debinha and Bia each scored 1 to showcase brilliance. Golden Boot leader Temwa Chawinga also got on the board after getting past 4 defenders. The win puts Kansas City in first place of the league. Gotham FC hosted the Portland Thorns in New Jersey Sunday night. Gotham put 3 goals past the 3-time league winners. USA Nationals Midge Purse and Rose Lavelle were 2 of the 3 goal scorers of the night, shutting out Portland. This win places Gotham in 3rd place of the playoff spot. The Washington Spirit hosted the Houston Dash at Audi Stadium in the nation's capital. Washington clinched 2nd place in the league after putting 4 goals past Houston. The 3-goal demonstration from Gift Monday made it the fastest hat trick in NWSL history from the start of the match. Which teams will escape the bubble and secure a spot in the next round? Find out this weekend as the final games of the regular season take place. For Rubber Report, this is Danny Carballo. Back to you.
Hey, thanks, Danny. Be sure to tune in to CBS Sports to catch all the action.
Another season, another spectacular Maya's Minute. Let's tune on into Maya.
Welcome back to another Maya's Minute. If you don't know what Maya's Minute is, I'm Maya, and I basically tell you all the UNLV games that are coming up because the producers love me and gave me a minute. So let's see what's coming on today. In literally 1 hour, we have women's soccer playing at Wyoming. And if you can't tune into that, don't fret because our volleyball team is away playing against that god-awful team up north at 6 p.m. But let's move on to tomorrow. But Ricky has already covered this. Women's golf is in Denver. But 1 second, this just in, they're there all the way to Sunday. Talk about being locked in. Whew. And our women's volleyball team at 12 p.m. is at Air Force. Hold on, we aren't done yet. Our football team is traveling all the way to Wyoming to take on the Cowboys at 3 p.m. Finally, for tomorrow, men's soccer is home against 7 at Trailblazers, still on soccer, but our women on Sunday, they are at Colorado State at 11 a.m., bright and early. Moving to next Tuesday, men's golf will be at Twin Warriors for 2 days. Holy moly, that was a lot of information for 1 minute. Time's up for me. Johnny and Gabe, you're up.
Thanks, Maya. Check your calendars and come out to support your UNLV Rebel teams.
Thanks again, Maya.
We'll see you guys on the next episode of Rebel Report. It was a pleasure having you guys today.
Thank you guys so much for watching the season premiere of Season 18. We can't wait to see you again next Thursday, live at 1:30. And be sure to check out all of our other sports shows here on the Rebel Sports Network.